Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello people and welcome to Footy JUDGEMO. Welcome to everybody that joined from the 𝐒𝐤𝐞 crew, of course, on the Don HUSAM channel with a new name, and everyone hit that like button if you just joined us. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Listen, I've had a long day watching Man City Chelsea, doing the terrace match reaction, MHF, then 𝐒𝐤𝐞. Now I'm here to talk to you guys about the absolute truth and how I absolutely saw the game today and what I see about Chelsea and the overreaction and everything. So hit that like button. We've got 300 people watching us now. Like the video, people. Let's get to 300 likes right off the bat. Hit that like button. The like button helps the channel, helps the algorithm, and you can tell I am so tired. And I wanted to start with the Chelsea game, of course. We're going to only speak for a short time about Chelsea and Manchester City, because I wanted to address a couple of things and I wanted to get your opinions and I wanted to challenge me and tell me what you guys think as well in the chat. We want to talk about Chelsea, and I'm going to start by saying things. Lately, and I said that on the football terrace, it has been turning into, it's either you are a very against Chelsea or someone who's just against Chelsea. As a rival or even as a Chelsea fan, you're coming on streams, you're talking in Twitter, you're talking in spaces, and you're just attacking Chelsea, right? Or you are just someone who backs the team without brains. I think there are just a few of people that have been being balanced about this Chelsea team and how they see the team. It is just some people just come on streams or just talk on the social media and just bash Chelsea. And I'm really targeting Chelsea here. Because for Manchester City, we're going to speak about Manchester City, how they looked. It has been a dilemma for Chelsea because they sacked Pochettino, Enzo Maresc as a new manager, and people just going over the top with this Chelsea criticism or Chelsea are all crap. Everyone is shit at Chelsea. The manager is shit. And without trying even to see even the positives. I'm having the same energy that I'm having for Arne Slot, where I said Arne Slot in preseason, right, look good. I am just saying that people lately have been doing so much about Chelsea. And I'm just saying that Chelsea today, for example, in the game, that's my analysis of the game today. Actually, going forward looked okay. Actually, going forward looked okay. They didn't look bad at all. They actually created some chances. They had some opportunity that did not turn into chances, which shows, which actually is translated from we have seen in the preseason that Chelsea, this guy Enzo Maresca, is a very, very good manager in terms of going forward from what I have seen in the preseason. Chelsea, the build-up play looked smooth between Lavia, Caicedo, getting the ball to Cole Palmer, getting the ball to Nkunku. Chelsea, I thought today in the game, did not have trouble getting the ball from their half to the final third of Manchester City. That is the thing. And people, oh, Chelsea are crap. There are positives about the game today. There were positives. Lavia looked good. Caicedo looked good. They got the ball to the good areas. That is the difference. Defensively, I still think that Chelsea have. I was supposed to have a couple of people, but they couldn't make it. That is the thing. And I can debate with the chat, which is now I'm debating with you, Tyler. Very simple. I can debate with the comments. It doesn't matter who plays for Manchester City. Yes, they were missing Rodri. Yes, Foden didn't start. Yes, Kyle Walker didn't play. But I'm speaking about Chelsea and how the build-up play was there. And I want to hear what you guys think. I want to hear what you guys think as well. This is Chelsea today, as I mentioned, looked okay. The problem was the final execution, the final pass, or the final touch, or the final shot didn't look great for Chelsea today. And that was the problem. That was the problem. Defensively, though, and I said it on streams, they looked terrible defensively. The positioning of the player, they allowed Doku and Savinho so much space to turn and face the defenders. The difference between the spaces between the midfield and the defense was so much wide open, and that is Enzo Maresca's setup. And as I said before, Enzo Maresca, it looks like he is someone who is set in his mind about the way he wants to play instead of actually adjusting sometimes. Today, Chelsea were defending in isolation again, and it showed in the goal that Man City scored. There was a lot of spaces. There was a lot of spaces between the Chelsea's midfield and the defense. You can put that down to the personnel. You can put down to the setup. I think it was the setup. I think it was Chelsea's setup defensively. It wasn't great. And that is a massive problem for Chelsea, that they need to absolutely fix that. And I think the problem is Enzo Maresca doesn't have the right ideas about the defense. And it showed with him trying multiple things. And if everybody told me that Malo Gusto was inverting today, completely wasn't. He completely wasn't today, Malo Gusto. Enzo Maresca looks like he's learning on the job, which is something that Chelsea need to adapt to. Chelsea fans need to understand that when Arteta took over Arsenal, he was learning on the job. So is Enzo Maresca. This notion that Enzo Maresca already has a philosophy. Every single manager has a philosophy. Every single manager in the world has a philosophy. But you're learning on the job how to absolutely put that philosophy into practice. And that is the problem with Chelsea and Enzo Maresca. He doesn't have the experience. He doesn't have the experience to actually put that into being practical on the pitch quickly enough. HM is saying Maresc has abandoned his preseason tactics like watching the fraud. He actually didn't. He actually didn't. He said in preseason that he was trying things. He said in preseason he was trying things. Chelsea won't have more than 7 points after game week 6. We'll see. We'll see. My point about this, again, is that Bashar here is saying, Mo Gusto, Enzo, Cucurella, and Jackson were bad today. I don't blame the defense. Look at Kovacic watched by the CM. But again, that is the setup, my friend. That was the setup today. Caicedo was run to the ground today. Defensively and offensively. He was run to the ground, Caicedo, today. And that is a massive thing. That's why he couldn't catch Kovacic. Because he was running all over the pitch. He was running all over the pitch, Caicedo. This over-the-top Chelsea criticism today, I think it's absolutely unwarranted today. There are some players like Enzo today. There are some players like Enzo today that absolutely like he was atrocious today, Enzo Fernandez. Cole Palmer today deserves a little bit of criticism. Yes, it is one game, but I'm only talking about that one game though. I'm only talking about that one game. Nicholas Jackson. He went back to the Nicholas Jackson of the start of last season. Loose touches, can't shoot the ball cannot get under control. He was terrible today as well. They went back to the player that started last season. And that is a massive problem for Enzo Maresca. He needs to find the right combination. I saw that he could have taken Jackson off, played Nkunku up top, and put Pedro Neto on the left. I don't know why he insisted on keeping Nicholas Jackson on the pitch until he got a cramp. I don't understand this. I did not understand why Lavia was subbed out. Lavia was subbed out and Enzo Fernandez stayed on the pitch. He deserved to be subbed out after 20 minutes. Again, these are mistakes. And I'm saying it here to you. I think Enzo Maresca was protecting Enzo Fernandez. Maresca was protecting Enzo Fernandez by keeping him on the pitch. Because if he thought that that man can dictate the tempo and absolutely control the pitch, Lavia was doing better than him. Lavia looks more smooth on the ball, physically was up for the challenge against Manchester City. And I did not understand why Lavia was subbed out unless he was injured. Unless he was injured. But I doubt he was injured. I didn't think that Enzo should have stayed on the pitch for that long. He played 90 minutes because they gave him the captain's armband, which was crazy to me. That was an absolutely horrendous decision by the Chelsea board and the Chelsea coaching staff. Sanchez in the goalkeeper, again, another problem. And we said it before. Why did you go and sign that guy that you signed from the Spanish? Why didn't you go and spend the money on a good goalkeeper instead of spending the money on young people? Why didn't you go and sign a top goalkeeper? Oblak is there for the taking. Maybe you could have lured him with the money. There are goalkeepers out there that are better than Sanchez. There are, and Sanchez today starting was, again, Petrovic is better than him, Yahi. And again, I think Enzo Maresca, and I hope that it is not true. Me watching the game today, I think Enzo Maresca is a very stubborn coach, and that will hurt Chelsea. That will hurt Chelsea. I hope that Enzo Maresca adapts and absolutely changes his mind about starting Enzo Fernandez every game because he's captain, or starting Sanchez. He needs to be not stubborn because Chelsea, again, I'm telling you, Chelsea have a good team. Chelsea have a good team. He needs to start absolutely change his mind a little bit. And he needs to not be Ange Postecoglou and adapt. Because today, it looked like he's so stubborn. He left 4 players up top the majority of the time. That doesn't work with Manchester City. They will tear you apart. There was so much distance and spaces between the lines sometimes. Don't do that. Maresca, the problem is, and I get the way he talks, the way he managed the team today, and I know I'm maybe overreacting to one game. But I absolutely think that he is someone who doesn't have, I hope that I'm wrong, because for the sake of Chelsea, Kingsley here is saying, rivals make me laugh, love it, keep it up. Yeah, I am not actually going over the top with Chelsea. I'm actually calling out the people that go over the top for Chelsea. And he's coming back and say, CFC will get relegated. It's over, folks. Kingsley, I literally said that Chelsea will get top 4. And I'm doubling down. I think Chelsea will go Osimhen, and I think they will get top 4. I think Chelsea will get top 4 because I think at the end that he will find the right combination for it. I think Chelsea at the end, they have so much quality in that team to not get top 4. Sean here is saying US tie Chelsea fan since 0405. Thank you so much for being here. Enzo Fernandez repeatedly not good enough for Prem or Chelsea. Clear leg bought an Enzo Ferrari and ended up with a passenger Fernandez. One of the things about Enzo, the problem is that the price tag, and I'm going to say this again, and people don't understand this. An expensive player is an asset for your team. And that's why I understand why they are trying to protect him. But again, at some point, you'll have to turn around and say, we need to move on from this guy. Maybe sit him on the bench. Maybe he comes in late to the games. Maybe when we are controlling the game, he comes on. But I genuinely think that Enzo Fernandez was hurting the team today more than benefiting them. The guy didn't contribute defensively nor offensively enough. That is the problem. Let me get this off my head because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the headphones being on my head for like 5 hours now. I agree with you, Sean. I absolutely agree. Thank you so much for super chatting this. It's a spot on comment. Faisal Habibi Basha, how can we get top 4 with a worse manager? I think what hurt Poch last season was the injuries, was all the injuries that happened to the team. He didn't have Nkunku, he didn't have Lavia, and he didn't have a left back at some point. He had to play Kulul as a left back. Both Reece James and Malo Gusto were injured at some point. I think actually Chelsea now, they get a striker, they have depth. Pedro Neto as well is depth. You have to remember that Chelsea bought depth. Tosin is depth. The problem with me is that I think Chelsea need an experienced center. I know they aren't going for a center back. They're going for a João Felix, which is, I think João Felix isn't adding anything to the team. You're talking about the creativity today. It could have been done by Nkunku. Cole Palmer could have played in the 10. Cole Palmer is a creative player that could have played in the 10. Am I wrong? You can get that creativity. You can get the creativity from some other players. Nkunku is creative. Cole Palmer is creative. You can create from the wings. Pedro Neto is a creative winger. You can mix and match. You don't have to have like João Felix. I think João Felix, again, the reason why I'm doubting João Felix, there are reasons why I'm doubting João Felix. João Felix has not yet lived up to the hype, and he's 24 years old. The guy has moved from Benfica with a lot of money to Atletico Madrid. Chelsea tried him. He looked okay. He didn't have a lot of end product, if I'm not mistaken. Chelsea didn't want to redeem him. Atletico Madrid, in the Portuguese team, the national team, he doesn't play because he doesn't have an end product. He's a compilation guy. Another Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay looks absolutely phenomenal on the eye. He's going to have a great game here and there. But consistency is not there. Chelsea putting the money in João Felix is a big risk. It might pay off. It might not. But the indications say that it will not pay off. Barcelona didn't want him. Atletico Madrid don't want him because the guy is not consistent. Even Simeone said that. They are paper lines and big up more. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you, my friend. Wallahi, HM, it's not true. If we sign someone like João Felix, this is you accusing me of lying on the stream. And I'm calling you out. Yeah, I call out my players. Yeah, I am trying to I call out my players. I'm not like you. If João Felix signed for my team tomorrow, I would say you signed a compilation player that doesn't give you output, that is not consistent, especially if you spend money on him. Yeah, haram. For you to say that, haram alik, ya wallah. My point about João Felix is that what does João Felix consistently, he doesn't add to the team. This is the thing. Everyone that watches João Felix knows that João Felix is a compilation guy. Am I lying? Am I lying here? I didn't take it as a joke, to be honest with you. And I love talking to the chat, but I didn't take it as a joke because you're calling me that I'm lying on the stream. The problem with Chelsea, Muhammad Shamma, Habibi, Mahmoud Shamma, Habibi, thank you so much. You're a City fan. Big up, Habibi. Big up, Habibi. Hit that. Can we get to 200 likes, Ali? We've got 400 people watching. We got 400 people watching and we're not even on 200 likes. How is that even possible? Can we get the likes up a little bit? Can we get the likes to 200? It helps the stream. It helps the channel. Like the video underneath the live chat. It looks like thumbs up. Like the video underneath the live chat. One of the things that I noticed today about Chelsea is that they take the build-up slow and then suddenly it's full on. That diagonal ball or that ball between the lines or that switch of play happens. That's a positive thing for Chelsea. But for me, I think like, and I don't want to dwell on what I say. Chelsea need a striker 100%. I said that before. I don't choose any team to support, but this season I'm fully back in Arsenal to win the league and I'm back in Chelsea to get top 4. I said that before. And there are reasons why I'm back in Arsenal. That's no hate for Manchester City, but I just tired. I want to see a new champion for the Premier League. I want to see a new champion for the Premier League. That is the thing. My thing about Levi Colwell, HM, is just like, this is something that I wanted to. I love the comments coming in. Keep them coming. Keep the comments coming. Super chats are really appreciated, by the way. They support the channel. Keep the conversation going. The problem with me with Levi Colwell is that I don't think he's someone who is aggressive enough and puts his body on the line. He should have dived in front of the ball. He turned his back to the ball. Fofana looked good today. I liked what Fofana did today. Fofana looked good in the coverage, in the physicality. He looked good. Levi Colwell, for me, is more of an on-the-ball defender than off-the-ball defender. This is why I think Chelsea need another centre-back to lead this defense. And Cucurella, for me, is not that guy. Well, I don't know why I don't like this guy, because I told you before, I don't like this guy. Malo Gusto, by the way, got cooked by Doku, but I'm still thinking that Malo Gusto is a very, very good player. You getting cooked by Doku doesn't mean you're a bad player. Doku is a top winger in terms of dribbling. He's so quick. Shifting his body is not that bad. I think Maresc got the lineup wrong today. I think Maresc got the lineup completely wrong today. Enzo should not have started. Maybe Jackson should not have started. Maybe he should have started someone else. Maybe he should have started someone else. I can name a lot of defenders in the Premier League that are better than Levi Colwell and Fofana together. I think 𝐒𝐲 and Anderson are better than Fofana and Colwell together. I'm genuinely speaking here, HM. I'm genuinely speaking. Botman and Shaw are better than Fofana and Colwell at the current moment. There are a lot of duels. There are a lot of partnership in the Premier League that are better than Colwell and Fofana. That's why I'm screaming and I'm saying Chelsea should go out and have someone have a fucking brain at this club and go get a center back that can lead the line. You have to. You absolutely have to. You have to go and get a defender that lead the line. By the way, 𝐒𝐲, Newcastle couldn't get him. Maybe Chelsea can swoop in and spend the money on 𝐒𝐲 instead of fucking spending it on João Felix. But I know the problem with João Felix. You want to get rid of Gallagher, so you have to buy something. Yeah, HM, but you're gonna get rid of Chalobah. That's the deal. They're gonna get rid of Chalobah. They're gonna sell Chalobah so they can maybe use the money instead of Felix. Put that money in a center back, a good center back, a center back that can lead that line, that can help Maresc. That can help Maresc. The problem is Chelsea's defenses are so raw. The defenders are raw, and they aren't helping the manager. They aren't helping the manager. They need someone that will get the positioning right quickly. Someone with a brain at Chelsea knows that it's not only about the potential. They have Tosin, Disasi, Badiashile, Colwell, and they have Fofana. And that is your problem. That is your problem. That is the problem with the investment of the club. Chelsea need a top center back to help this team because it's not looking good defensively. It's not. They need to fix it, and you need to fix it quickly because I'm telling you, it's a week after a week after a week after a week, and then you find yourself 7th or 8th where other teams are winning. No problem, my friend. No problem. Thank you so much. The problem with the investment of Chelsea, they invested wrong in some areas. That is the thing. This defense will need time. By that time, it might be too late. It might be too late. It might be too late. For the offense, you know what you need. It's either you fucking play Nkunku up top to score some fucking goals, right? And put Jackson on the wing. If he likes him that much, put him on the wing. Don't put him central, yahi. Don't let the chances fall to Jackson every time because he misses more than he scores. If you like Jackson, hold up play and link up play, play him on the wing. Play Nkunku up top. This notion that Jackson starts up top. I'm going to answer. I think Ange is going to have a good season with Spurs. With Solanke now, I think he's going to have a good season. Chelsea need the problem. You know what the problem is? And by the way, rival fans had every right to banter Chelsea. Do you know why? How can you spend $1 billion and you still lack an experience and a top center back, a top striker, and a top goalkeeper? How can you spend that much money and we're still talking in 2024 about holes in your starting 11 that needs to be filled? How? That's why rival fans banter Chelsea Football Club. You spend so much money to still have holes in the starting 11. That is so much money spent. For us to sit here and talk about freaking Sanchez or Petrovic or the other guy that I can't remember even his name that they signed. Talking about the option of Jackson up top or Guewi. You spend that much money, you should have a top player at least in every position. I'm not saying a world-class player, but a top player at every position. That much money spent in the wrong places. And that's why I said what I said last season. I don't like how this project is going. It's 2024. After all this money, and you still have holes in the starting 11 that you Chelsea fans want to fill. That's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's nuts. Listen, I'm not staying for long, but I wanted to touch on Manchester City and say one thing. Juggernaut. What a team. Yes, you can get at them. Like Chelsea today got a couple of chances. But Manchester City, they have so much talent in there. Erling Haaland, the strength he showed for the goal. Doku, what a player. I love Doku. Watching him, this is how exciting football is. Savinho and Doku today on the sides looked absolutely great. The reason why, because they are exciting. They are unpredictable football players. They keep the defenders alert. They keep the defenders alert, which is something that not every club has. A lot of people A lot of people talk about the position game, but Doku today was an outlet for Manchester City. And when I say that Arsenal will win the league, I think Arsenal still will win the league, but I still think City are very close to them. Very, very close to them. Savinho looks good today. I hope that he's well. I know that he got injured. I hope he's good. I hope that he's okay. I think people said that he got injured. I hope he didn't get injured badly and he'll be back. Kovacic looked amazing. Rico Lewis looked not out of place as a right back. Looked very, very well today. Gavardio looked good on Palmer on that left side. But again, Manchester City, Pep said it's fine. Oh, thank you for telling me. Thank you. Thank you so much. I was looking for the news and I couldn't find. But again, I want to see again Manchester City this season. I think they're going to take it slow, step by step. Step by step. Slow, step by step. And I'm looking at this today and I'm seeing without Rodri, you still looked comfortable. You still looked comfortable, Manchester City, which is credit to Pep Guardiola, of course. And the guy is a genius. He's a guy is a genius. Pep Guardiola is a genius. German chicken. I think actually Arsenal will win the league. Just to let you know, my prediction is Arsenal to win the league. I know you get triggered by me saying that, but I think Arsenal will win the league. I actually think so. We'll see what happens, but I think Arsenal will win the league this season. But it's close though. If City win the league, I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's 51, 55, 45, something like that. It's not, when I say Arsenal will win the league, that doesn't mean that City are not winning the league. It says that I still think that Arsenal are a little bit favorites. Can we get to 200 likes, people? We got 400 people in the house and we aren't even on 200 likes. That's shame on you. You're moving like Liverpool in the transfer market. You're moving like Nicholas Jackson today on the pitch for Chelsea. The like button is underneath your live chat. The like button is underneath your live chat. Hit that like button. People, come on. We need to get to 200 likes. It's minimum for a stream like this at late night. Look at me. Still here with you guys after all these streams. Hit that like button. Matthew here is saying, offensively, the team is somehow decent. They got to gel. However, I think people don't see that the dressing room might be all over the place due to the Enzo as captain. I don't know. People told me that is done and dusted. That is done and dusted. That the situation is done with Chelsea, with Enzo Fernandez. I think they made a mistake of making him a captain. I don't think he's captain material. I don't think he should play in the team. He shouldn't start for the team, right? So I think that Enzo Fernandez decision was absolutely horrendous. Was absolutely horrendous. I don't know why you guys are not liking the video. It helps the channel, it helps the show, and it helps the show go to the next viewer. So hit that like button. But listen, I'm not gonna stay for long because I've been doing shows for like 6 hours now, or like 5.5 hours now. But I like that discussion between me and you. Tomorrow is the Rational League on Footy JUDGEMO. And I appreciate everyone that was watching me. And I appreciate you all for watching. This is going to take you to Saad. Thank you so much. I never said that I rule out Man City. I never said that. Absolutely never. I said Pep Guardiola is absolutely a genius. He's a genius, Pep Guardiola. Definitely. Definitely a genius. Inter signing anyone in the season. We already signed 3 players. Don't be offside like Jackson. Hit that like button, people. But listen, this Jackson thing is this Enzo thing on the pitch is not good enough. Yes, exactly. Thank you so much. I agree with you. What he did an abomination, and I think the club absolutely took the piss, giving him the captain's armband. I think it was a horrendous decision by Chelsea Football Club. A horrendous decision. A horrendous decision by Chelsea Football Club. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you. But listen, people, I'm not gonna stay for long. Been working for a while. Appreciate you and appreciate everyone. This is gonna take you to Saad's Football Corner. Go and support my guy Saad. Go and tomorrow we got the Rational League, 2 p.m. UK time with Nobbins, Tom, Dan, and hopefully Rory will be there. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Turn on the notification bell, hit the like button, and we'll see you guys soon. We're out of here, people.